Hey guys, I want to tell you about a conversation I've had recently with a friend of mine. He's going through a personal health transformation, has lost a lot of weight. A couple weeks ago, we discussed intrinsic versus extrinsic goals. I remember reporting on some of that here, but he said, man, I just love that extrinsic motivation. I don't think he termed it that, but he said, I need you to tell me exactly, what the goals are. Make me post those kind of messages on my computer and on my refrigerator and that kind of thing. And I said, all of that's great, but you're still going to fail, because if you have to be pushed, it's never going to reach that intrinsic level where you just want to do it, where your why means more than any obstacle. So fast forward a couple weeks later, we've both been traveling. He's been on the road, I've been on the road. I came back from about 3 or 4 back-to-back trips, and I was down 2 pounds. He came back and he was up in the double digits. He didn't do that well. So we had a conversation, and I said, well, what was happening during that time? What were your thought processes as you were going through some of those meals? And he said, I wasn't. I just checked out. I wasn't thinking about anything. And I said, well, when I went out to eat, even if it was a day I only had 2 meals or 3 meals, or I was in my own kind of zone because I had some time to myself, I'm always thinking, making intentional decisions about each meal. Even if I'm out somewhere and I decide, hey, I'm going to have a burger and fries, it may be because I'd only eaten twice that day and very lightly. And I thought, this is not only a chance to have something a little bit more decadent. If I want to keep my weight up, if I don't want to just free fall, I really need some density here. So we're backtracking now, trying to fill in some of those gaps, because I know exactly what he's saying. We do need some motivation. It does help having support. It does help having mantras and cheerleaders and friends to say, man, here's what we need to do. And those things are not bad, but they have to lead to something intrinsic. So I've got a head start because I've been doing this for a few decades, and even in my own life as a former professional bodybuilder, now just vacillating between different goals in life in terms of my own health and in training and physique, and performance. All of those things are always variables. So I have goals within my own daily life that I'm trying to plot on a meta progress level, just like anybody else. But the difference is I just have probably wired it in longer than other people, and I think that's one of the big keys that can help anybody, even at those beginning stages. Make sure you stop and decide, I don't need all of these little cues. This is the person I am. I'm becoming this. I'm changing, and I can live that way now. I can live very consciously and always keep that goal in mind. So extrinsic is fine. It must lead to intrinsic. So practice some of those things, guys, and let me know how you do. Give me some good ideas. Thanks.